There we go. I don't know what all this stuff is anymore. Alright. Move these sources. Adjust my sound there a little bit. That looks okay. What's this? Oh, right. It's supposed to be through my... That's why. Did I jack this up? Oh, no, there it is. Maybe that's what I want it to be like. I think I was messing with my audio the other day. I don't know how loud I want this to be now, so... Oh well. Hopefully it's not all jacked. Good evening. How's it going out there? I'll be collecting some units this evening for running content and whatever. I believe tomorrow I'll be doing a little bit of research throughout the day just to scout some paths and things for Act 7. Not that I need to do a whole lot. I can probably just jump in there, but I don't have a ton of units right now, so I don't want to screw myself. What was I going to do here? I was about to do something. Oh, music. Can I do this without? Alright, so I have to do this really quick. I guess now I'll just do it the old-fashioned way for now. How many of these did I get through? I have not through all of them yet. Let's hop down to this one. So maybe that'll... I don't want my gain to be too low. Alright. There we go. Seems like it's probably pretty loud, actually. Maybe something better like that. Alright. Hopefully that's better adjusted volume. right. Try out some of these lesser ranked champs that I don't ever use. It's always nice to do. Game being slow as always, internet being slow as always. It's an interesting song. Oh, it parried me. Not bad. I just took my 6-star Storm Pyramid X to rank 2. I will actually be tempted to see. I mean, she's not duped, but I'll be tempted to see like how she performs, considering she's kind of newer. I want to test her out for, you know, a couple things. I haven't seen a lot of. I've seen some gameplay with her, so. What's going on, Paul? How are you doing tonight?
YouTube Music has upgraded playlists. Get song suggestions that match your playlist vibe. Collaborate with other tastemakers. Explore YouTube Music today.
It's almost hard to find like the 5 stars now. I'm doing pretty well. Been enjoying my vacation so far. On to day 2 of the actual work week of being off. Yeah, not doing anything too special. Today just played with the kids, did some schooling with them, and then kind of just hung out. It's nice. Tomorrow I might break out the bought a sugar cookie set. Might bake some cookies with the kids. Punch, punch, punch. These new specials are so weird. What's up, 9? How's it going tonight, bud? It's like such a long special. What's up, Esmer? How's it going, buddy? Oh, weird. Rabbit's freaking out back there. Yeah, it'll be the first time, like, baking something with my kids, and there will probably be sprinkles. They're like holiday shapes. Ooh, switching mastery, starting path 2. That sounds pretty good. Good luck, my friend. Let me know if there's any advice I can lend to you. I might not be the best person to lend you advice, but I can give you what I know. So anyways, yeah, the cookies are, it's like a cookie cutter set. Comes with like a piping bag and 12 different shapes, like a Christmas tree and a little house. So make some dough up or batter, I guess, cookie dough, cookie batter. Let them cut out some shapes, and then I'll try to make like different colored icing so the kids can try to decorate stuff with icing. Should be interesting. I'll try to document pictures of it and all that. Of course, we might be doing this multiple days. We'll see how it goes. If it goes well, maybe I'll do it again in a couple days as well with them. And go drop off holiday cookies to all the family on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, gotta get me some units so I can run some Act 7, and I want to get going on variant 5 and 6 actually. So behind. Yeah, a mess to be made indeed. I'm sure it'll be quite a mess. Part of the reason why I want to do it like now, as opposed to waiting to do it like Christmas is, I don't want to have to be like cleaning it up like all weekend. It's gonna be like a multiple day, probably cleanup worth of mess. You should take your unduped 6 Doom over the 5-star. I would think so, yeah. Because he doesn't really need the dupe, right? I mean, so you're not cheesing anything necessarily. I would definitely take the damage. Plus, I believe a rank 2 6-star gives you higher skirmish charges. So you should be able to get in additional hits as well. So I believe the combination of those two things would make the 6-star better than the 5. Yeah, like I said, the extra hits in combination with the damage rating, I believe is worth it for sure.
Sunday on Fox with YouTube TV. Try it free.
Doesn't really need to gain a ton of power. I mean, like, once you're in, I don't know. I mean, I guess for the last few paths I had a rank 3 Doom, so I don't know that I saw a huge difference, but I'm trying to think path 2. I believe when I did path, I think when I did path 2 I had a rank 2 Doom and I felt like he did well. Because, like, once you're in the cycle, right? I mean, as long as you have some Mystic Dispersion on, and most of the fights you'll be using him for, he's gonna be gaining that pretty well anyways when you're cycling. Yeah, because it's all about the cycle with Doom, right? So you're gonna go, yeah, with the S3, with them at 2 bars of power. Then in normal circumstances, once you do the medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, and then you have the S1, like that works with R2 or rank 5. Then you're gonna push that. You're gonna get your 2 bars for that, and yeah, so I wish I had a 5-star Doom as well. I feel like he'd be like I like to bring him for a lot of stuff, and like I'm gonna be starting to put him on defense now. I had 3 Mystic Dispersion pretty much every time that I was doing any fights with Doom or even SS when I did Path 1. I always ran 3. And ideally no suicides when you're using them, because you're going to be using a lot of S1. Alright. So I finished up. What I finished up? I finished up the Cavalier difficulty, and I got myself another featured 6-star from the Black ISO market, because I had like 13,000. I was like, all right. So far, I've spun out 4 of these, right, and went real bad. I'm like, luck's got to turn around at some point here. It's got to turn around at some point. So throw that down. Got a dorm. So now I don't know what to do. He's a big pile of poo. Doesn't help me at all. You pulled 6-star Vision Age of Ultron. Welcome to the club, buddy. I pulled him twice. Really pays credence to the from the whole, like, the featured being or just in general crystals being like, oh, you have the same chance of getting a good champ as you do of getting a bad champ. And then, like, you get a featured like this, right? And it's like there's like 12 champs that are good in there, 13 champs that are good out there out of like 17 or 18 or whatever it is. You'd think they'd be able to pull one of those 13 good ones, but on 5 tries I have not pulled a single one of them. So it's like, how can it be totally random and I get such bad pulls from it? Like, all the worst possible ones that you could get. I do believe that it's about, like, your accounts go in like waves almost. I would hope that they buff the VOA, and to your point there, and I had said it once before, it would be nice, because he's like so lame, man. He does like nothing. It's so, like, this, the kit is non-existent. But you've got WandaVision whenever that comes out. I don't know when does WandaVision come out. They might do like a P99 style type thing.
And when your phone's on fly. It's full of exciting features that make you feel like you're with the band. And help you find the music you've been looking for. And discover new music that you'll be listening to for years to come. Upgrade to YouTube Music Premium. Uninterrupted music dedicated to you. Try one month free.
When does this start? Let me see if I can find this. Does anybody know? It premieres January 15th. Did anybody say that? So January 15th, there's the show, right? Yeah, and it is the same version. Now I don't think that they're gonna release a new character because he's like already that character. But I wouldn't doubt. It would be nice to see them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't make sense to release a whole new character. It would make sense to do like a minor rework, just like a kit change. You could stay. I imagine you could stay along the same lines as what he does already. However, like, I feel like there needs to be some differentiation between, like, he's got the S1, S2, and S3 that, like, they literally all do the exact same thing. So I could see them doing something where, like, they change two of his specials to something a little bit more meta. I don't know what exactly, but it would be very nice if they did. And I'd be super happy to have my 6-star duped then. Phasing like Ghost would be cool. Mastery. You don't need willpower, so you shouldn't bother with salve and recovery corrective. So I do think that initially, until A-Gun is built up, it makes sense to have willpower on. However, once he has been built up, like once you change masteries and then change back, it wouldn't hurt to leave willpower off because he's just going to shrug your... right, he's just going to end up shrugging them anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But you could probably go with it from the beginning. Did you ever decide on whether you're going to bring Stealthy, or are you going to just try the A-Gun method for Darkhawk and Luke Cage? Yeah, he does do the phasing thing, so that would be interesting to see. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't begin to wonder what they might do. Phasing would be cool. I feel like that might be too drastic of a change. I would think more likely they would stick along like with like a heal block type thing, and maybe, I don't know. Not sure. Does he like regenerate? I don't know. I guess I'd have to look up what his character did. Like maybe they'll just try to stay more true to the character as a whole. But WandaVision, I think, is going to be like a sitcom type thing. It should be interesting to see what it's like.
This is Coach Dave Watson. Watch Vikings versus Saints. Christmas Day on Fox and YouTube TV. Try it free.
Try out some different champs that I hadn't had till recently. This is probably a bad idea. Or no, yeah, I should be able to do this for a few of these. Oh shit, I'm gonna get degened. Mjolnir is a slut. Cap got her too. He's lifted Thor's hammer. Mjolnir lets a lot of people handle her, him, it. As long as they're pure or whatever. I don't know what the technical term is. Yeah, worthy. Well, I believe Vision is like, you know, like the like chaotic good. Like the opposite of Ultron, right? She's pretty cool. I'm interested in Sorcerer Supreme. He lifted it because he was basically a baby. Is that why? Wasn't it like he and Ultron were like two sides of a coin, where Ultron was like ultimate evil, Vision was like pulled from him, and he was like his, you know, conscience or his opposite side is good. Or something like that. Maybe I'm mixing up my Marvelthology.
This is Coach Dave Wanstead. Watch Vikings versus Saints. Christmas Day on Fox.
I'm not gonna read through all this, but so he wasn't actually created from. He was so he was created by Ultron. Combination of Ultron and Jarvis, right? That's what it says. Right. Well, he was supposed to be. Ultron created him, right, to be the better version of himself or whatever, right? But then Jarvis and then Ultron, like, the code intermingled with each other and became like something beyond the both of them, which was like its own altruistic or whatever. He was just like pure good of like his only goal or whatever was like to save humanity, basically. Right. All my lame cosmic champs here and throw them all together. They'll have a grand time. I guess let's go with that. I don't know. Man, the last time I watched through the Marvel movies was back before Endgame came out. I watched through all of them. It's been a while now. I can't even remember. Was that last summer? Or was that 2 summers ago? I don't even remember now. Obviously not this summer, because this summer, it's funny, like the whole year went by, like media stopped so much. Cull's not terrible. I haven't used him much, to be honest with you. He's not Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cull's not terrible. I mean, honestly, like I said, I haven't used him a ton. But he's not a cool champ like Cosmic Ghost Rider, you know? Or I guess he's lame for what I wanted out of the featured. Last one, did you run 3 of 3 Despair for Human Torch against Darkhawk? Yes. To answer your question, yes, I did. And I also ran Resonate, 1 point Resonate. Right, because the way that interaction works, it's unique debuffs causing reverse or less. I can't even afford to give you 3 card cores. Yeah, Resonate. So it puts a weakness on them, and then Despair is debuffs applied reduce their healing by 15%. So because the weakness is a debuff, so it actually helps to reverse it a little bit more, maximizing your reversal when you do get it right for the Human Torch Darkhawk fights. And also, I believe Deadpool. Oops. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Also not sure why I can't scroll. Like I'm trying to scroll. Can't even see it, but like I won't scroll. It's all jammed up. Let's see what other unranked 6 stars I have down here that I have never played. Oof. King Groot, one of my most recent pulls as well. Solid pull. Ultron. He's one of my more recent pulls as well. Just truly amazing champs here. I will say I did not get these masteries simply for Abyss. I already had Resonate and Despair maxed. Despair maxed and 1 point in Resonate. I wouldn't put more than 1 point in Resonate. You only need the one. But I already had them both that way before I did my Abyss run, because I used to use them with Void, and then also with Human Torch as well for heal reversal fights and stuff. And that was prior to Abyss. At least the Void part of it was prior to Abyss. I've probably had that unlocked for like a year 2 maybe now. So I've had Void as a 565 for a long time. Yeah, you have to unlock an equity too. Well, technically it's not one fight if you plan to explore Abyss, because you have to fight him on path 2, 3, and 4, and then also on path 4 a second time. So technically you have to fight him 4 times. And there are other times where it comes in handy. 4 fights. Path 4 has him twice. But will it save you? Probably not. It's probably not really worth it if you don't already have it, because you're talking, what, Carb Core is what, 500 units or whatever, so like 2,000 units. Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to spend probably that many, because even without Resonate, you can probably get the fight down in like 3-4 revives if you're doing it right. Also, benefit of doing him on path 4 and going in order for your paths is that if you go 2, 3, 4, you'll have fought Darkhawk 3 times before you end up fighting him mid-path. Because like when you fight him mid-path, you can't, oops, I screwed up, let me back out and go back in and try again. No, you gotta keep reviving and trying that shit over. So yeah, 2,200 units. I don't think it would benefit you necessarily. It's not going to cost you 2,200 units worth of revives. Maybe like an additional, couple hundred, 200-300 at most. So it's nice to have, though. I will say it is nice to have, though, for Void specifically, for if you plan to ever use Void in Abyss or anything in general, because it counts as a debuff, so it gets him as a little extra of his abilities damage. Have you been practicing the Darkhawk fight at all with Human Torch? Oh. I have no idea how to use Silver Surfer. I am sure that there's a rotation for that involving his heavy and stuff, but I honestly have no idea what it is. Yeah, running suicides really does hurt Torch. Especially if you're running full suicides, because he's just gonna die from whatever. But even if just having bleed alone on, it slows down his ability to build temperature at the start of the fight and all type of stuff. Now, when I was doing my testing, basically all I did, because I didn't want to turn off my suicides every time I tested a fight against him, I basically just like would do like 7 or 8 hits at the beginning, bait out an S1, and like just kind of wait until, and just stall for time until you can get that to fall off, so that then you can kind of build your temperature and maintain it. But yeah, full suicides are not, is not his friend. I mean, you're never going to get to use specials anyways for the Darkhawk fight, but I mean, you'll slowly die of poison. You're not going to kill yourself with a recoil, but yeah, the bleed keeps you from building temperature, and then because you're stalling for time, you're just kind of sapping your only out. Of course, you don't need to boost for that fight either, because most of what you're doing is trying to reverse his regens anyways. Your damage, you're not actually doing much damage, you're just reversing his heal. I think that I had decided I wanted to do this the other way around at some point. Like this. Oh, it's a Corvi. Oh boy. This guy. That was nice. Yeah, now I know why I didn't do this, actually, because that didn't help. Did not resolve my issue that I was having. Maybe I can just do this, maybe that'll resolve it. Or not. Oh well. Why were they just power gaining? That's something I'm not aware of about his kit.
Get ready for something new. Rent or buy the latest hit movies on YouTube, or stream select titles for free with ads. Watch it all on the YouTube app.
Oh my goodness, what a
Find
jerk.
your next movie on YouTube.
Not bad. Yeah, I would like a Punisher 2099 version update to Vision Age of Ultron. Like that type of an update would be pretty cool to see. You know, makes them more viable and gives them some utility, and but not like overpowered and easy to do, so it's not like a full rework, it's just like a little like tweak kind of thing. Let's go with that, sure. So when are you gonna start your run, 9? You said tomorrow? Is that the plan? It is now. Yeah, it's true. That's kind of where I'm at. Most are all on hold. Yeah. I mean, if I had the units, I would probably trade with you. But yeah, I don't want to buy any units now. Not like right before the Christmas. And I don't have enough to supply your needs, so... How many times can you push the help button before it actually registers that you push the help button? The Rock Club. I mean, I guess technically ice isn't a rock, though.
Listen to music personalized to you. YouTube Music Premium. Start a 1-month free trial.
Hard as a rock club. Emma would fit better with them considering her diamond form, but I still don't have a 5 or a 6-star Emma. Yeah, I mean, you can still reverse the heal without having 3 of 3 in despair. However, it is more difficult because you have to have more debuffs on in order to prevent his heal back. Who was it that had a synergy with Korg that made him beastly? I think it was, is it Sasquatch or is it Man Thing? I don't remember now. I'll have to look that up. Something I would like to test out at some point. Smash. It's clobbering time. Alright. Let me know if you do practice, let me know what your best runs are. How much you take off in one go. I think the best that I was ever able to manage was 60, 70-ish%, somewhere in there. There's a real flow to the fight, so I don't think that I don't feel like watching videos could provide you good flow. I believe Munash had a pretty good video, if I recall, about kind of explaining some of the interactions and what he was trying to accomplish and whatnot. So that would be worth a look up.
Rent or buy the latest hit movies on your go-to app for videos. Find it all on YouTube.
This will be my first ever fight with my rank 2 Storm Pyramid X. I've used her as a rank 1 6-star before. I've never used her as a rank 2. Not that it'll be a big difference, but Lots of parry, medium, hold, light, heavy. And then also I just liked to do like medium, light, medium, medium, light, medium. That also worked because you don't want to knock him down always, right? So, because then he'll be in shield mode a ton. So, the only time you really want to knock him into shield mode, ideally, I guess, would be right before he throws an S2, so that when he throws the S2, it switches over right away. To stealth. And then while he's in stealth, you can then medium and then heavy him again to knock him down. And then like you can kind of sap, reverse regen when he goes and uses S2, and then as soon as that regen expires, hit him again and knock him down kind of thing, because you can't miss, so you can just, while he's invisible, kind of pile on medium, light, medium, medium, light, medium, medium, light, medium. Once the regen stops, parry, medium, heavy. Knock him down, start the regen again, and then kind of build back up to it again. I'm sure there's some people with like specific math out there of like the ideal quantity of combos and hits. So when he what you want to try to do is, and that's kind of where I was saying like resonate comes into play, because you can apply a resonate relatively easily, the weakness from it, right? And for that matter, the despair, why that's kind of important is you can really quickly, like when he's like flipping through the air, like he does like a little like wing thing at the end where he like flips up his wings or whatever, and like as that is coming up before the special's even over, you can hit him and apply like two incinerates real quick to stem the regen. And if you have resonate on, if you do like a medium real quick to like force him to force the regen to slow down, you can technically get 2+ of resonate and slow it down even more. If that makes sense at all to anyone. But yes, he does that. That's why it's like one of those fights where it really benefits you to kind of just like back out a bunch of times, because there are a lot of times where the AI is just real weird. So it's best to be able to do that. It's good that it's like the first fight and you don't have to do other fights to get to it, I feel like. It would definitely suck if it was like in the middle of a path, like on path 4. Because if his AI is being weird, you're going to use a bunch of revives. Because you can't just back out. Wow. Alright, here we go. I was just, stalling there. Yep. Yeah, he can quickly turn the table on you there. Because there were fights, I feel like, where I would go in and I would get like a really good, I would be going like a really good run, and then all of a sudden, wouldn't be able to maintain it, and then he would just like regen back up a bunch. Is yours rank 3 or rank 2, or do you have a 565 torch? I don't remember now what you've got. Mine is a kind of rank 3 now. He is a 2 or what, 326.
It's designed to help you quickly find music you already love.
I ran out of
Start a free 1-month trial.
science ISO, and rather than I've been trying to get more science ISO to continue ranking up. I just didn't want to use like all of my other class-based ISO because I have other champs to rank up as well, and it's not going to affect my prestige, so I've been just kind of bringing them up as I can. Oh, but he's in AQ, so I can't even. I used Void the last time. That's even a little bit more difficult. You gotta like really pay attention to what's going on. Yeah, you need. I'm telling you, the despair is very, very important. Can't wait till the new 5-star feature comes out. I'm gonna have so much more ISO then. 20 days. We don't even know what's really in it. We know that Cosmic Ghost Rider is gonna be in there. Who else will be in that? Spider Ham. Apocalypse. Who else just came out? Oh, I guess that would be Professor X. We got Hulk, A-Bomb, Cosmic Ghost Rider, APOC, and the light blue Goblin, red Goblin. And then a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, in general, it'll be nice to get some ISO to rank champs up and stuff again. Even if I don't get anything good, it's going to be quite a few crystals, so should be a good amount of dupes coming from that, I would imagine. And then gifting will be nice. Da. I guess I have to use my 550s now. Or 550s. My max 5s.
This is Coach Dave Wanstead. Watch Vikings versus Saints.
Really getting the advertising in today. I was trying to get before the stream set up on Spotify to see if I don't know if they do ads on there or not. Might have to have a paid version and not have ads. You'll get there. It took me a lot of tries, 9, before I was able to effectively do the regen reversal. And make sure you're not using your pre-fight, actually, because you reverse more heal without the pre-fight. Plus, you'll need the pre-fight for other fights, because I don't remember if yours is duped or what, but you'll need it for Mephisto. So if you can't get it back, that'll be nice. That'll probably save you a few units as well. I mean, technically speaking, maybe for when you're practicing, bring in, what is it? Do you have Mr. Fantastic? You can like bring in like the full Final Force synergy team without having Despair on. Maybe bringing in like that whole team would give you a more likewise comparison. So yeah, Torch. Yeah, maybe just bring like the 600. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because you're not gonna get an S2 anyways. I am curious though, however, how a yeah, I'm just thinking, like, if you bring, like, your full Fantastic Four synergy team, you could at least get a more likewise comparison to what it'll be like once you do have Despair maxed. Because, like, without Despair, it's hurting you a lot. What's up, Titan? Thanks for stopping by even for a second, my friend. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well as well. Well. But yeah, then you could at least, you know, get maybe get a more likewise comparison. Start with a couple extra smolders. Let you build your heat faster because of Thing, so you'll be able to stay at max heat a little bit more easily, which should keep your incinerates up and you know, whatnot. I would go in there and maybe I can. It probably will go horribly wrong if I bring in my we're gonna die instantly. Look at all them solid lines. Yeah, wow. Without the Despair, it that is painful. Makes me almost wonder if you can do it without the Despair or not. Because, like, I feel like I had a couple of good, what should have been heal reversals there. And it just didn't do anything. Go back to the tape, see what actually was happening here. We got 3, 4, 5, and they switches. He's not taking really much damage at all, minimal at best. Yeah, I'm like looking at like less than hundreds. Yeah, because I guess it's what on each incinerator, right? Let's look at this.
YouTube Music has upgraded
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
song suggestions that match your playlist vibe, collaborate with other tastemakers, and discover more music with our ready-made playlists for any moment.
For each incinerate, the regeneration rate is reduced by 20%. So it would take 5 incinerates if you had no despair, which is going to be difficult to keep up 5. And then what is it? 15% per debuff. So yeah, 15% on top of, you know, if you have 3, that's going to be 45% plus the 60%, so you're at 105. So you're going to reverse at a 5% rate, right, from 3. And then yeah, if you get to like 6, 7, 8, especially if you manage to get some Noma Flames and stuff. So yeah, it kind of isn't, because like I just said, you'd have to, so if you only have 1 in despair right now, you're only getting a 5%, right? So let's say you've got him at like 3 incinerates, which is probably a pretty realistic number for like an average regen. That's only gonna, it's actually not gonna be heal reversing him at all. It would only be what would it be? It would be 60 plus 15, so 75%. So he'd actually be healing up 25%, as opposed to 3 actually reversing. Then when you get to like 5, 6, 7, it's a lot more. So yeah, I think it's a pretty big difference not to have the despair. And then another 15% on top of that for resonate if you have resonate unlocked. And of course if you're able to apply it. Yeah, 80%, I mean, I imagine that's a pretty good run, actually. Considering you don't have, yeah, like you said, without despair, it's going to make everything more difficult. But yeah, I mean, obviously, just keep running it, man. I'll do it one more time, see if maybe I can do better on this try. Been a while since I've done it now. I feel like Abyss is behind me. Weeks, it's been weeks. Oops. Try to parry the laser beam and I missed my parry. Too slow, Jason. Too slow. Sorry, I don't want to do that anyways. Having PTSD over here. Get back in here. I don't know why I picked Medusa. Probably going to be wrapping it up pretty soon here anyways. It's 11 o'clock. Probably run this last round and then call it an evening for the night. Fortunately, the stream went pretty well tonight. I mean, maybe I needed to run longer. But I was I downloaded a program to monitor CPU usage and heat and all types of stuff, because I don't know, I've had it multiple times now where like my system just like crashes all of a sudden. And I'm like, I don't know why that's happening, because like everything seems to be running smoothly to me, and no issues. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere it's like bloop, and then I can start right back up, you know, in no time and keep going. However, it's just annoying that it happens in the first place, and I'm curious as to why. So downloaded a program. Was trying to see, I've been running it in like, you know, diagnostic mode or whatever you want to call it, monitoring the system usage while I've been streaming tonight, and I was hoping that I would actually have one of the occurrences similar to where when it crashes, whatever, but it didn't, which is good, but means that I won't get any data from that, so I'll just keep running that, and hopefully I don't have any problems. But if I do, we'll see if I can figure out what's wrong and fix it. Let's see if I can get some science. Let's see if I can get a 4-star science champ out of this before I go. Four-star science champ. That's what we want to see. Make it happen. Gonna be calling it an evening after this. Go get myself my beauty sleep. Oh, I got ducked. Oh, Howard. Mash all the buttons. Getting up there, man. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Anybody that watches this in the future, thank you for watching. Make sure to give a like to the channel before you go. And appreciate you taking time out of your day to support me and watch my videos and rewatch my streams and all that. So, 9, thanks for chatting me up. Titan, If you see this in the future, sorry I couldn't hang out until you came back. But that's not my fault, it's your fault, so. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe.